So I'm going to be seeing if this guy is a sort of Diddy or R. Kelly. This is going to be interesting reading. Because it's like he's employing staff that he's being intimate with. Kind of crosses certain boundaries that's not legit. It's kind of just like, I don't advocate for I don't know what you would call it. They call it sex work. I don't advocate for prostitution. I feel like it's exploitation. But this is like a form of exploitation. So let me just see, what are the energies around this sort of, I don't know. So far it seems like exploitation, having sex with your employees and shit, particularly a chef. So it's like, what's the energies around this before I start asking the deep questions? And seeing as well, what's going on with these women? Why do they subject themselves to this man? Let's see what's going on. Also, hello everyone. Hopefully everyone's good. All right. So, let's get the first energy, right? And it's interesting, we have a worker here. There's a situation where it's almost just like these people, they don't have rights. So I think that this is funny. Sometimes when I have these readings, the energy even surprises me. When it comes through the cards so hardcore and messages is just so black and white that they can't, it can't be denied. It even catch me by surprise a lot of the times. Because I'm seeing that, this is exploitation. It just is what it is, right? This card originally has to do with rights and sort of just your work environment, right? Your job, your career, whatever. It's about people fighting for their rights, particularly women, right? Not just that women being put in an uncomfortable predicament or uncomfortable situation. This is when women were more new to the workforce. So what I'm seeing here is that there is exploitation. There is rights that needs to be, saying observed, and they're not. Not just that, saying that these women are desperate for money. It is what it is. Also, sideways cards are shady cards. The energies are not right when it's sideways. This Three of Cups. I don't know. It's saying that there's other kids out there, guys. I don't follow, as far as how many kids are out there that he doesn't claim or that he claims or whatever. It's irrelevant. But I'm seeing that there's other kids, and it originates from this job situation. Not just that, I'm drawn to this woman's face. It looks like she's crying. There's some sort of discomfort. The man, he's chill. He's enjoying himself. But the woman, she looks sad. It's telling me it was all fun and games until it wasn't. The Three of Cups is partying, celebration, good times. It could represent other things too. But I'm seeing that it was all fun and games until it wasn't. Then I'm seeing a baby, a product of this exploitation. And for him, he's just enjoying himself. He feels good. He feels like he has sort of just I don't know, the sun and the moon. He's enjoying it, but at the same time, he is empty. But he is enjoying it. It's telling me it's a sort of warmth for him. That this sort of situation, it brings him some sort of warmth. What can we see with this? The 10 of Coins, representing legacy, representing family. I'm telling you guys, he's gotten a woman pregnant that worked for him. And it's a behind-the-scenes situation. And it's a nagging issue for him. This woman asking for things. So, it's very interesting. Can we see anything else? It's telling me no, use this deck. All right. I'll listen to my intuition. What can we see? And then I'm going to start asking my questions. Okay. The King of Swords is a shady man, a shady energy. I know it's a man here and it's a woman here, but it's almost like these people that he interacts with. It's telling me lambs to a slaughter is what I'm seeing. There is a sadistic nature to this man. He has an emptiness to him. This is emptiness that he had since birth. But it's telling me it evolved, it progressed. This isn't an emptiness because of like hard times or because of a struggle, and like sometimes life issues can just drain people or trauma can cause people to be that way. I'm seeing a man that's empty, like he was empty since birth. And it's telling me to fill this void. He fills it with debauchery because it's almost like a sensory thing for him. I'm getting a man like he's almost autistic or something, like something's off with him. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, it just is what it is. It's telling me this man has some sort of like autism, Asperger's, I don't know, like some sort of issue. And sex for him, it's kind of like a sensory stimulant and a sensory relief, because that emptiness is uncomfortable. But it makes him cruel. It's almost like, this is a little bit like metaphysical, but there's a thing, like an expression, that the most cruel human is a human kid, a human child, because they don't necessarily know their limits and they don't necessarily empathize. So it's like, imagine if you made a kid into God. What would that kid do? Would that kid turn you inside out? Would that kid pull off your arms? Because the kid doesn't really have sense. So, kids can't really do anything. That's why they're not necessarily cruel exactly, because, their parents could just smack the shit out of them if they're acting crazy, like calm down, But it's like, what would happen though if you gave a kid certain abilities, right? Like a god. What type of disaster and chaos would you see? I've been a kid, I don't even want to talk about myself because people always want to like fucking psychoanalyze me and shit. Like, you guys shut the fuck up and just watch the fucking reading and enjoy it. Like, leave me out of this shit. Right? So I'm not gonna even say like some of the interesting things I would do with like my toys and shit, but I'll just use other people for example. Like, a kid might fucking bring all their Barbies and dolls into like a certain place and pretend like a dam is being broken, and then like sweep all their toys away, right? To mimic like a natural disaster. It's a sort of chaotic energy, right? It almost makes me think of the planet Uranus. It has certain principles, it has certain vibes. Some people would say like it's dark, but chaos can appear to be dark because chaos it's not bound by certain constrictions. It's an interesting vibe for sure. But I get into that because that's what I'm seeing with this man here. What else can we see? He feels like he's gonna find love though by interacting with these women that he employs. It's telling me it's just different women he comes across from, even if they're like I think they're called a nail tech. I'm not one of those guys that got my nails clipped up and fixed up by like nail technician people. Just not my thing. But it's almost just like he exploits people that he interacts with, that work under him. He feels like he's gonna find some sort of love. But it's telling me this is just karmic. It's an energy that's karmic. The Six of Coins represents give and take. It's a karmic energy. The situation with this is that he just needs to keep it in his pants and he needs to control himself. And something off with this man, I'm telling you right now. And it's not to offend anyone. I'm just intuitive and I pick up on energy, and so I'm gonna just give it to you straight. Some people, they want to condition you to be muted, but fuck you guys. If you don't like it, stop watching it. So what I'm seeing here is the guy that needs to control his dick because he's an autistic guy with money, with influence, and obviously some sort of power. And I'm not saying real life power that can affect the world, obviously not, but power in the sense that he can employ chefs, maids, and shit, people that can work under him. And it's telling me that this guy is kind of slow and handicapped to a certain degree, no offense again, and he just exploits it. And this is just a karmic situation with the Hangman. Energy's telling me it's true. What can we see about these women? Are these women just opportunists? Why are they drawn to him? Is this is it a spiritual thing behind this? What's up with all these women? Are they just dumb themselves? What's going on? Why is he... I don't know, it's just telling me accumulating all these women. Why is he accumulating all these women? What's going on with these women? What can we see? I'll leave that in a future slot. These are women that are desperate. These are pathetic women. It just is what it is, right? You know, because it would make sense because a strong woman wouldn't deal with this. A woman that had some sort of sense. These are women that are kind of slow themselves. They can't make their mind up. There's some sort of instability. The Two of Pentacles represents instability. These women have instability. Their own sort of mental instability. This would explain a lot of things because Cardi B is kind of off herself. So these are women that are kind of slow. So it's almost like attracting like. This guy is slow and off. Like he has his own situation and it just is what it is. Not just that, these women are dealing with not the best situations in their life. These are women that want to escape a situation. The Eight of Cups represent escaping things. It could be challenges. It could be problems with your family. Just wanting to leave, wanting to escape. These are women that want to escape. And we've seen this with Cardi B wanting to escape whatever bullshit she was going through. You know, like I kind of know, but I don't even want to put the mental energy in to explain it. So fuck all that. Obviously, she was trying to escape shit because she was going through shit with her husband and all that. So this is the type of women that he attracts. Women that want to escape, that want to leave a situation behind. But again, it's telling me that this energy is karmic though. It's a karmic energy behind this shit. Also, let me just say, this deck is so old. That's why it's like all fucked up. You know, this was like one of my first special decks I ever bought. Because usually like my decks were kind of like more like reasonably priced. And I think, I don't know, it was like my first time I think spending like 70 or 80 or 90 bucks on a tarot deck. And like I've never did anything like that. Because at the time, like yeah, I was intuitive. I've been intuitive since like birth, really. But like I would normally use, like before I start doing tarot on YouTube, I would use just regular playing cards, like with the hearts and the spades and stuff like that. And I would just make predictions and it just would be what it would be. Yeah, like I was been doing things like that. And then I started using tarot decks for YouTube so people can like see what I'm seeing through the images. And yeah, it just progressed from there. Now I just have like a ton of decks. But this deck is a special deck because like, yeah, I was like, you know, it was just like random at the time. I was just like, oh, damn, am I really going to spend this much on a piece of paper? Right? And then obviously they're more than a piece of paper. But yeah. Okay, shady collaborations again. The Three of Pentacles represents collaborations. Can also represent the work environment. This whole situation, this man is a shady man. And this working environment that he creates is full of politics and full of problems. And now I would say, ladies, even gentlemen, put yourself in these ladies' shoes, right? Because it's interesting. In regular work environments, like office jobs, even in school, I've even seen it with nurses. I've seen nurses with like drama, like the most crazy shit at like a affluent fucking hospital and shit, where you would think that it's, I ain't gonna name drop where it is or the name, but literally a affluent fucking hospital where the nurses are complaining and fighting, and nurses are like, oh, I don't want to talk to her, have so and so do it. And I was just like so stunned. I'm like, do you guys know where we're at? Like, what is going on? And why are you guys like talking crazy and shit? Like, it's situations. I bring it up because it's like, okay, if regular work environments, like even with teachers, can be crazy and have certain issues, you can only imagine where the man is fucking the women fighting, putting the women up against each other, these women being desperate because they want a way out. I'm assuming obviously their coin might not be right, because who would subject himself to this unless, like, yeah, they're stupid. So a lot of these women don't really have opportunities. It's more than just women being opportunistic. I'm seeing a women that just want a way out, trying to build. But this work environment is saying full of stress, frustration. It's full of burden. What can we see? Is this man a Diddy? Is this man R. Kelly? Like, is he running some sort of sexual pleasure den of horror? I'll leave that in the future slot. What can we see? There's opportunities in this situation. Is it a R. Kelly sort of Diddy, like den of sexual nightmares and all that? No, because these women have rights at the end of the day. Yeah, they're being exploited, but nothing's telling them they need to stay. Not just that, they receive certain benefits and gifts. This makes me think of like Cassie. I know everyone wants to make Cassie into a victim, but Cassie wasn't no victim. Right? She might have got her ass dragged and might have got her ass beat. But this lady was procuring women, and I'm assuming boys, for Diddy. She knew what operation was going on. So she bounced when she had her fill. Not just that, she was able to basically double dip and then come back and get a shitload of money from him while being a perpetrator. Isn't that some shit? That's crazy. That's not no victim, right? It's kind of just like if someone like got their house robbed and then they come into your shit and they rob and take your shit. Are they still a victim at that point? Or is it kind of just like, this is sick and fucking crazy? What I'm seeing here is that women with certain benefits. This is the Empress. The Empress, these aren't just like women that's not getting something. These are women that's receiving something. Whether it be gifts, whether it be extra money. And it's not like just trinket gifts or trinket money. This is stuff that can actually help. Now for regular people, that's not like really so bad. Maybe that's not doing so bad. Maybe like a $5,000 watch or a $10,000 bag is bullshit money, right? For a lot of people, that's not shit. But for these women, this is shit that they can sell. This can help them, like, if they sell it or whatever, pay their rent for like half the year or like whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like if they receive multiple things, these women are receiving things. This isn't just women that's in a fucked up situation. When we speak of the magician is an opportunist. The magician uses whatever he or she has to alchemize, to create things in their life. I'm seeing that these women, they have received certain tools, certain abundance, certain connections that they were able to exploit. At the end of the day, spiritually though, this is shady money with the 10 of Pentacles. It's saying that this isn't a legacy that they can actually build off of, if we're going to be real. Sideways cards again represent energies that's not cool, energies that's not legit, energies that are shady. What I'm seeing here is that, yeah, this is like little coin, right? It's shit that they can use, whatever, to help themselves. But it's not that much where it's kind of just like they're set, They're not like a fucking Black China and shit, where, you know, her bastard's kid is basically Kris Jenner's basically grandkid. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of just like, you know, you're bound to receive some sort of help or benefit unless like that lady's just like, fuck you, then you're gonna get shit. But for the most part, you know what I mean? That's almost like striking some sort of like decent form of welfare. I'm gonna be real. What's going on here? I know some people don't like me using bastards. They're like, guys, come on now. The Ace of Wands. There is immense sexual exploitation, though. Immense sexual exploitation. This man, and I'm not trying to be crude, it's saying that, and this is giving me a deeper look. Maybe the reason why the chef was saying that, like, he chokes them, or she was choked out and shit like that, is because it wasn't being, the energy is telling me it's true. She wasn't choked out over a fight. She was choked out over some rough penetration. So this man, he's abusive sexually. The Ace of Wands sideways is an abuse of power, an abuse of energy, exerting energy that's shady. It's telling me a sexual energy. A wand also has to do with the phallic vibes of a penis. So this man, he's basically somewhat of a sexual monster again. So this is deep because I did a reading on sort of just like, you know, if he abused Cardi and all that, if he was physical, like a day ago. So it's interesting that this is giving a full perspective now, a real rounded situation of what's going on with this man. It's telling me to pull from this deck, and then I can ask other questions. So let's see, what can we see? Anything else about these slots? Wait, can we see? Okay. It's a lot, but I'm going to take it. It's telling a story here. Okay. Wait, no, that one goes back. These women, though, why aren't they listening to their intuition? Because it's telling me that this man is immature. How he comes at them is stupid. It's telling me a man that comes at them stupid. It's like, why aren't they listening? And you know what I say, when a card comes out like this or whatever, as long as it's like that, right? Like a card under it don't matter, like whatever's going on in the back. But if it comes out like a cross, it represents a sacrifice. These women, like, why are they sacrificing their common sense? Because this man isn't even coming with no shit. If you look at him, he's stupid again. This isn't a man that's really, they don't really feel a vibe with him. So I don't understand. It's telling me like it's cold, that it's just sex and it's solitude. So I don't understand why, like, they would subject themselves to this again. It's, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird for sure. Wait, what? I'm confused now. Because I thought it was a card under this. I could have sworn it legit was a card under this, right? Like, no lie, I don't even want to stop the video. It was like, I thought it was this card and there was something under it. Maybe it is. I don't know where it went. It disappeared. It was like a magic trick. I have no fucking idea where it went. Whatever. All I know is I'm going to stop the video so bad and just like see. But whatever. What I'm seeing though is like what's going on with these women? Again, it's cold. Not just that, there's an injury here. The Nine of Wands represent an injury. Not just that, these women, they make themselves trapped. Not just that, interacting with this man is full of demons, bad luck, and bad energy. And this is deep as well. Because, okay, think about it. This man, he's just penetrating all these women. You see, he's just penetrating them with no protection, right? So something has to be off with him because he's doing that. He's also having kids with these women. So he's not even like pulling out, I'm assuming. So it's like, it's crazy because of that. Not just that, interacting with married women. We got to just add that to it. So he's interacting with married women, having sex with married women. Not just that, he's exploiting his workers. These workers are crying. These workers are uncomfortable. Not just that, he's being really rough with them sexually. So, like, what type of energy do you think that would create, right? Because people like to talk about demons and silly shit like that over something silly like a YouTube video or a rap song, right? Like real shit. So what do you think happens when real life situations are involved? Like bodies, human bodies, right? Human hearts and shit being broken, being let down. Like what do you think happens when you do that? It creates an energy of being stuck. It creates an energy of injury. Not just that, the Nine of Wands, when we speak of romance and relationship, it can also represent STIs or STDs. So the demons are just having a blast with all this chaos and damage that's being caused by this fucking Knight of Wands. Let's see, what else? The Star, these women are opening themselves up. Originally, when I first got this deck and I first seen this card, and for people I used to have readings for, like you guys know what I would say. Like I made this card into like I know it's going to sound bad because it's the Star, right? But I made it into like my STD card. It is what it is. And the reason why is because it looked like a gaping vagina that's like infected. I don't know. Like, blame the internet for like fucking stupid ass like memes and shit. I don't know. That's just what like I seen. I always would say it. I would be like, okay, like vagina that's like infected and shit. Not just that, the guy interacted with it because he wasn't like using his head and shit, and he was just fucking anything and everybody, and then like his penis got fucking how do you say it? It's not decapitated. There's decapitated, then like when something gets amputated, it's kind of just like the penis got amputated and shit. So this was just like a whole vibe for me like a while ago. Now I don't like read this card like that anymore. Because like before I didn't like really care about like the meanings of the cards. I would just really just go by like what I was getting in the imagery, right? I think kind of like that's the best way of doing tarot. But there's just tell me true it is. But the reason why I kind of went to the method of just using the meanings of the cards more is because like it kind of makes the clients that I have like, okay, understand like what it is. They can follow instead of them just being like, what the hell? Because everyone watches tarot now, so everyone has like their opinion. Like, oh, the Star means like, you know, wishes coming true and stuff. So it's like, how can you make a card that's about wishes coming true into like the card for like STDs and shit? Like it just throws people off, right? So I say that for what it's worth. But yeah, I'm not trying to make this into the STD card anymore. But what I'm getting though, it's just like these women open themselves up, opening up their wombs, opening up themselves for an opportunity. I'm gonna just say it like that. Right, you see how this lady's open up here? She's just like opening herself up for opportunities and shit, for a wish to come true. The 10 of Cups. These women, they're looking for happiness and they're looking for a family in all the wrong places. It's just like, even with him, it's like he's looking for a relationship as well when these people are supposed to be his workers. It's crazy. It's crazy. We have him sharpening his penis here. Also, all he think about is sex. It is what it is. The 2 wands represent sort of just like making plans and all that. He's making plans with his dick. That's all he thinks about. That's all he's concerned with. Not just that, this is a man that's just off. He don't have energy for nothing else except sex. I'm seeing that he's actually a bad father, right? I don't know nothing about this man, but this is just what I'm seeing. He's actually a bad father. And these women are just, no offense to the women, you know, like I know like sometimes, you know, if I call a man out, then it's cool. But if I call women out, then women get in their feelings. Like, come on, guys. You know, I'm not trying to be like one of those red pill channelers or nothing like that. Obviously, that's crazy, right? What real red pill dude does tarot? That would be actually interesting, actually. That's actually, I would probably watch and see like, well, what, like, how does that work out? A dude that's like red pill doing YouTube tarot videos, that's crazy. But let me just say, a lot of these women are harlots. They're dumb whores. It just is what it is. They're stupid. They're doing the most. They're trying to get his attention. They're sucking his dick all kind of ways till Sunday and shit. And it's like this, and energy is telling me it's true. This guy, he's just dumb. He's off. He's slow. All he want to do is just fuck. They think that because he's the King of Cups and he's offering all this love, that is something substantial. But there's nothing substantial with this. So I'm going to move this now to the side, and let me get into my questions. This reading's kind of long, but let's see. Do this man hate women? Because I remember seeing a video where a woman was just like, oh, Steffon Diggs, he hates women. So let me see. Does the Steffon hate women? Right? Because, yeah, I'm seeing exploitation with women, right? I'm seeing that he's having a lot of sex with women. Does that mean he necessarily hates them? I don't know about that. That could be a bit of a stretch. So let's see. Does he hate women? Does the Steffon Diggs hate women? I wouldn't say that he hates women. It's just that this man, again, he's stupid and off. Not just that these women put themselves in these situations. The Six of Cups is about leaving a bad situation behind and trying to enter into a good situation. That's actually the meaning of it. So I'm seeing a lot of these women leave their situation behind because they want a better situation. Again, the energies are just repeating, but it is what it is. These women just want a better life, a better situation. The Fool isn't just new beginnings. The Fool can actually mean someone that's dumb or slow. This man is legit slow. And the position of his heart is the moon. I'm seeing situations with his mother here. So I'm going to look and see what's going on with that. At the same time, this man isn't even a generous fucking... I don't even know what you would call this. He's not even... I don't know. What is he, right? Because he's not a pimp. Like, what do you call him? Do you call him a whore too? I don't know. That sounds stupid for a man, though. Like, he's not a generous bastard. Let me just put it that way. He's not a generous bastard. What he gives is little. Yeah, the ladies can use it. Yeah, it's something for them, but he doesn't even give a lot, and he doesn't even try. What's going on with his mother? And I'm pretty sure feminists, they always want to ask about what's going on with someone's mother and all that stuff. What's going on with this guy's mother? Because I'm seeing the mother energy popping up. So what's going on? His mother wasn't a happy woman. And it's telling me pull from the bottom of the deck and the top of the deck. I'm going to see what's going on with those. But it just told me to do it that way. I'm seeing that his mother wasn't a happy woman. His mother dealt with heartbreak, sadness. And yes, I'm open for readings if people want to have readings with me. People always be emailing me that. Yeah, and my rates and all that is in the description box. Yeah, and thank you for even wanting to have a reading with me. What I'm seeing, though, is that his mother wasn't a happy woman. His mother received little. So it's almost just like a karmic situation repeating. It's like the mother receives little. Now it's like her bastard son is repeating the process by giving women little, making them not happy with this Four of Wands. At the same time, the mother was an opportunist. The mother also got blessed, but it was a strenuous situation. And the reason why I say this is because where these, I don't know what you call them, tube worms or something, where they tend to grow, the water is like really hot. It's usually by like a volcanic, how do you say it? Volcanic shit that's in the water, basically. Like there's volcanic things happening around like these type of like tube worms. At least that's what they used to say in National Geographic and Animal Planet when I was a kid. You know, sometimes they always like switch shit up now. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tell you now these things only grow in cold water. When I was a kid, they said that this only grew in hot water. So I just say that for what it's worth, right? Because, yeah, things always evolve and shit. It is what it is. I haven't watched that shit in forever. What this is telling me, though, is that getting your abundance in difficult situation, sort of just like an environment that's not so ideal is what I'm seeing. An environment that's not so ideal. The mother, she didn't get what she wanted emotionally, but she made the best of it and was able to have some sort of abundance by working hard at it with this Seven of Pentacles. It just is what it is. Very interesting, very fascinating. Now let's see what's going on with this, because it was telling me pull from this. The Ace of Swords, truth. At the end of the day, though, everyone knows what they were getting themselves into from this man. Yeah, he might be stupid. Yeah, these women might be a particular way, and the mother and all that. Everyone knows what it is. No one's stupid. So just understand, too, when someone's ostracizing you, when people are saying sly comments or people are harassing you, and when you have to, like, ask yourself, like, oh, did that person really mean this? Right? I know it's almost like I'm going to fuck up business for myself, because a lot of women would come to me and ask, like, oh, I'm seeing this guy, like, what did he mean by this? Right? And, you know, usually what they're fearing it means, it's always what it is. So, like, you know, if they feel like, oh, does this guy not like me because of such and such reason, because I got this vibe and, like, indicator that he doesn't like me or that he might be cheating, you know, and then they come to me for confirmation, and guess what it is? It's what they were not wanting to see. Like, oh, damn, yeah, he is cheating, or he doesn't really fuck with you like that. So it just is what it is. People know. So just understand, people know what they're doing. People try to be slick, even when they're causing all sorts of chaos and bullshit. People know what they're doing. God gave us a brain. Even animals know what they're doing. Even like baby animals, when they bite you and shit, and then they look at you and you're like, oh shit, and then they kind of know like they did too much. Like, people know. It's just telling me that this thing is just ghetto. It's just I don't know, it's just ghetto. I'm not trying to offend anyone, it just is what it is, you know? Like crabs in a barrel. Everyone's trying to fucking exploit. Everyone's trying to get something. Everyone's trying to have some sort of benefit or gain. It is what it is. The Six of Swords energy again. That vibe of like wanting to leave something behind, or you trying to just better yourself. Everyone's just trying to better themselves. Even with the mom. The mom was an opportunist. Her son is an opportunist. He's lucky, he was blessed. He's some sort of athlete, so he has money, you know. He's not like working at a grocery store and shit. But I'm seeing that this is just in his blood and in his lineage as well. That this man is just an opportunist, an exploiter. And this is in the spiritual slot too, right? So it's deep. It's saying that this is what he attracts as well. Opportunists. So all of these sarks here, they smell a little bit of blood. You know, for these women that he's interacting with, they see a little bit of money and they don't know how to act. So it's kind of just like these women aren't completely innocent. I feel like this was very deep. Is there anything we could see just moving forward? Is there anything we can see? And I'm gonna leave it here. This reading's kind of long. All right, okay, sound card. This fool, he's just a stupid man having fun. For him, this is fun as well. But he's causing serious problems with the Ten of Swords. So remember how I was telling you about the kid and all that? I don't really want to repeat myself about, like, you know, a kid kind of being cruel and blah, 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 blah. This is just a dumb man having fun. See, it's like a fool and shit. He's about to jump off the cliff and possibly kill himself by, like, having fun and just not really thinking straight, right? But he's causing some real life pains and shit with these women. He's causing some real issues. He needs to consider that. It's not just sex. These aren't just bodies, right? These aren't like silicone bodies of women and shit. This is some real life things. This Nine of Pentacles is telling me deeds and actions that can be affecting his family, affecting what he built, right? It's just what I'm getting, that there's some actual victims here, even from a man or men. So this man, he doesn't just have women victims, he have male victims as well. They might be popping up and shit, wanting some money. What's the last card? It's telling me to pull from the bottom to the top of the deck. Once I get it, okay, it's going to be a lot going on, but I'll take it. So let's see, before I pull from the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this man's going to be receiving some sort of injury because this man is stupid. The Seven of Swords usually represents someone that's strategic, someone that's smart. It's sideways. It's a dumb man. Not just that. His dick, you see how that sword is broken? It's going to cause him some real life situations, some real life problems. People aren't going to forget their memories with this guy that they built. You know, I know it's like kids here and all that. You know, sometimes the imagery don't match. It is what it is. The Six of Cups represent memories and shit. People aren't going to forget the destruction that he caused with his dick because he's not thinking again. He's dumb. Not just that, these women are going to want coin, particularly these mothers. Is this going to be like a situation where it's going to be like he's going to be MC Hammer broke and shit because he's going to have all these, and I'm not saying this what happened to MC Hammer, I'm just saying, is this guy just going to have all these baby mamas and shit, and then the judge is just going to be like intense and be like, you're going to have to pay just a shit ton of money because you never know and shit, right? I feel like what even happened to Tasha K is so not right. I think people need to talk about that. You know, like black women, they're always talking about bullshit sometimes. That's something where you need to actually talk about, because I feel like they did Tasha K dirty because she's a black woman, if you want to be real, right? I'm just being real. Like, I've never seen not one black woman talk about that. And I watch nothing but pro black women YouTube channels where they just do nothing but diss black men. And I agree with them on everything they say. So I'm not dissing the ladies. But I think it's funny, though, because these women talk about those things. But how come no one's not supporting Tasha K? It's like, okay, yeah, she made a mistake. Yeah, she's like, you know, playing games on Cardi's name and all that shit. But this woman, should she really have to pay $1 million or $4 million and she don't even have that money? And she can't really even accumulate that money, right? Don't you think that sort of just like the crime doesn't fit the ruling? So you're going to put this woman in a state of perpetual poverty and shit to pay a woman that's not black, even though this woman Cardi B likes to cosplay as a black person. I think that's a big deal. And I feel like, black women need to actually complain about that, you know? I'm saying for ones that make content, like regular people, whatever. But like, I feel like content creators, black women content creators, they need to talk about that, because that's an injustice happening to one of their sisters and shit, if you want to keep it real. Because, yeah, that's a real life situation to me. I'm so disgusted by that. Like, I'm actually offended by that. And I feel actually personally hurt by it, because I feel like why are you going to do that to that woman? Yeah, she's talking shit, but people talk shit. It's a free country. Yeah, you're not supposed to slander someone. It's not that serious. Give this lady like a $20,000, $40,000 fine. If you want to be extra mean, $200,000 fine, and leave it at that. But you're going to give this woman a huge fucking debt over some dumb bitch that was robbing men, that was drugging men, that call kids and babies all sorts of names. That's a vile human being. That's a vile person. Why? That's something that black women need to actually talk about, if you want me to be real with you. But I did say I was going to pull from the bottom of the deck and the top of the deck. So let's see. What's going on here? What is going on here? The Three of Coins. Again, people are going to want their money, because what's going on? Why is he imposing himself on his workers? What's going on? Is there something like Arcady? Is there that's actually a cool name, actually. That could be like a cool rap name. Arcady and shit. Arcady. That's cool. But no, is this man like a R. Kelly and shit like that? Honestly, I'm not getting necessarily like it's not that hardcore. Not as of yet. Let me just put it out there. Not as of yet. But this is still a man. This still is a man that's exploiting women, right? He's like what? He think he's like Big Daddy here, as they say, while the small women are just like, working and shit, being exploited by this man. Not just that, the world. Okay, this is a karmic situation. The world represents Saturn. We have a ring here, one of Saturn's rings. Saturn's keeping track of this. This story's not finished. This story's not over. Black men have been destroyed for less. Let me just say that. Black men have been destroyed for less. This man, he needs to get it together, because he just gave all his enemies ammunition if they wish to actually use it against him, right? Because if they want to pull the rug from under this guy's feet, they can do it instantly. All fucking Netflix has to do is make surviving Steffon Diggs and shit, and pay some baby mamas to like talk shit, and they're going to tell you a whole situation came out with exploitation. So I say that for what it's worth. Sorry, the neighbor's making noises. My bad. But yeah, so I say that for what it's worth, you know? It's interesting. So, I mean, also, this is the lady that's like autistic and her son. So isn't that funny, right? But yeah, like, do you guys think I'm onto something? Do you guys think I'm onto something, or am I doing too much? I'm gonna leave it here now. Peace and abundance, guys, and take care. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this long ass reading.